Okay, I can't get enough of Antoine Green, 7th round pick out of North Carolina. He's got pros and he's got cons. We're going to go through it, and I think you're going to like this guy. Before we get started, who's your favorite Detroit Lions wide receiver that you loved watching? Not named Kelvin Johnson. I loved Golden Tate. I really did. I thought he always got open. He was great after the catch. He was strong. He was physical. Like, he's the type of guy that we thought or that we wanted DeAndre Swift to be. Like, just be a dog in there. And Swift tiptoed. By the way, thank you. I'm so glad he's gone. But anyway, favorite wide receiver that the Lions have had, let me know in the comments. So Antoine Green. So here's the deal with him. Take him in the 7th round. He's big, physical, strong, and fast. Okay, check. He admitted, and he just runs vertical routes a lot at North Carolina. Doesn't know route running as much, doesn't know the intermediate or the short routes. He's an outside kind of go guy. The pros and cons to that: he can't really get open other than going deep. That's not great. But the good news is, going deep all the time and just doing jump balls and back shoulders and stuff, he adjusts the ball. He makes a ton of one-handed catches, really good athletic catches, gets the ball. This dude can catch, can adjust his body, super athletic, a great wide receiver in that aspect. But the nuance of the game is not there yet. But he's got all the physical traits, and something's like, okay, Antoine Green, 7th round. He's projected to go in the 5th round, 5th or 6th round, I think, goes in the 7th round. And mainly because he doesn't have the route running. It's just not what he was asked to do at North Carolina. So the opportunity to get him in and do some things is really good. So if you look at, 4.40, check. He's got, if you look at some of his highlights here, I mean, you can see that he was asked to just go down the field. And so let's take a look at it right here. If you can see this, what I like about him is he's got the opportunity to develop into a starting wide receiver, and sooner rather than later. So if you look at our depth chart, we really have an opening there. So if you look, see how he can adjust to the ball so easily, back shoulder fades. Here's a one-handed catch that's just easy for him in the back of the end zone. He's got a guy draped all over him, but you see it's all vertical, deep. And he's got an opportunity to come in and learn and get on the field, because if we look at the depth chart for the Lions, what you'll see immediately is you've got Amon-Ra St. Brown. He's booked. Marvin Jones, don't know. He is, for me, one of the big question marks in the whole Detroit Lions offense is Marvin Jones. We really need Marvin Jones because we know St. Brown's in the slot doing all kinds of things, but who's our outside receiver? Marvin, we need you, but man, this is not Marvin from 5 years ago. He's older now. We'll see what he can produce. Josh Reynolds, same thing. Reynolds is an outside guy. He's smooth. Is he the guy? He seems like he's getting older. What are we doing there? So Khalif Raymond, he's more of an inside guy. Where's the outside dude? And that's where I'm wondering, is Antoine Green going to be a starter at some point for us? And hopefully, yes, hopefully no, because if he is, that means Jameson Williams maybe he's not back, whatever. Marvin Jones isn't living up to what his potential. So the next thing you know, we are in a situation where we have to play Antoine Green, which I don't hate that, but I don't love it. I don't love it either, because he's a guy that, if you look here, the guy is a developmental piece. There's no question about that. But he has something that you can't really. You can see it right here in the practice. East West Shiner. He can go up. He can get it. Boom. That's what he's all about. He's not St. Brown. St. Brown's quick, open. Love St. Brown, obviously, in the way that he plays wide receiver. But doesn't it feel like we need a player like this? That we need a guy that can go up and get the ball? Let's take a look at another highlight here. Again, vertical. That's his specialty. Boom. Okay, that was actually the same one. Different angle. Jeez, is this the same one too? Different angle? What the heck's going on here? No, here we go. Check out this one. Gets off the line of scrimmage good. There's an intermediate route. And you could almost literally see how it doesn't seem as comfortable. As he goes outside, comes inside, kind of drops it, goes into his, So he's got to work on that. And here's the one-hander that we saw previously that I just love. he's smooth with his hands. He's Josh Reynolds. He's a younger version. He's quicker, faster, and a different version of Josh Reynolds, which I think is pretty cool. So again, he has the potential to be a starter based on what I'm looking at right here. So let me know your thoughts in the comments when it comes to wide receiver. This is a kind of a hot button topic because of Jameson Williams, number one. Number two, you've got Marvin Jones and Josh Reynolds that really, come on, got to be the piece. We all love Tom Kennedy, but let's be serious there. He's a good piece when you need him, but he's not your guy. Love Tom Kennedy, but he's not the guy that you have to have on the outside. Maurice Alexander, not quite big enough. Keaton Thompson, we did a video on him. He's solid too. But Antoine Green is really good, and we may not need him on the intermediate stuff. Maybe he is an outside, throw it up to me, I'll make a grab type of guy. He doesn't have the size of a Kelvin Johnson or anything like that, but still, that's his specialty, to go deep and to catch the ball. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on that. Remember, this canvas is in the description, link in the description. There's all kinds of canvases that they have. Make sure you check those out. And let's look at the defense. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, defense. Let's look at the defense one more time here. If you're looking at our defense, one of the things that I was trying to find a hole. I was trying to find, like, where are we still really lacking? And, again, Broderick Martin has to come out and be something. Levi has to be something. We need this right here. This is our weak spot, is backup defensive tackle. Aleem, love him, love Bugs. But, man, you need some backup because those guys aren't going to play every game all year. Who's our defensive tackles? Need Romeo, need Charles to play well, need Pascal to play well. These are all guys that really hadn't caught their stride last year. And that's why I think we're all excited about the defense, not only being average, but what if they can be good? What if we can have a good defense? We haven't even talked about that. I haven't even really thought about that, actually. It's just been like, hey, just be what you were at the end of the year, where it's like we were just good. Like we were just like an average. We weren't giving up 40 like the Seahawks game or the Miami Dolphins game where we just couldn't stop anybody. It's almost like we can be really pretty good here. Mosley, look at our corners now. Mosley and Sutton, man. Now Jerry Jacobs goes into a backup, kind of, he's playing a lot. Jerry Jacobs is a really good player, but if Jerry Jacobs is your number one corner, which he was last year, it's like, man, we need more, and we went and got it. Absolutely love that. Cameron Sutton, CJ Gardner-Johnson's going to be playing in here. Kirby Joseph, Tracy Walker, Brian Branch, even Iffy. I actually think Iffy might end up just getting cut with all the additions that we made in the secondary. So let me know your thoughts in the comments on both our wide receiver room and the defense, and we'll see all of you on the next one.